today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New England Patriots. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Dancing away at the 35. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jack Stoll from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these.
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, this really an interesting matchup here in week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
And no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That's pulled in at the 32. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Throwing is Hurts. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great job, great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Hurts going to keep it on the draw. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll set up a throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And careless Davis with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. They juked him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And finally marked down at the 23. 59 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count. Back to Stevenson on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, because we just... All there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit.
Losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are pouring it on. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones throwing on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones completes it to Douglas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Michael. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Bryce Behringer now. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The offense on third down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. To find it.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21. Yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be... worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
It's caught. Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Oh, able to avoid him. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Still shedding tackles. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. It's caught at the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones going deep here for Parker. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 27 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The call from Nick Sirianni, let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he goes out right around the 39. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. we may be someone you have to reckon with.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Man open left side is Brown. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jack Stoll, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Carter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones keeps himself upright. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, We have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen two teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway. It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, leap it, he will make the catch. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Ooh, with a juke. Some strong running at the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And out now come the Eagles. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, an ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
second down and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he's going to get this up to the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's Elliott. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Jones now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,